Okay, so 5-5 versus 6-4 means every ingredient on the Krabby Patty is important. Know what I mean? Atlanta, the over 500 team, but not feeling great, relatively speaking.
We're going to look to throw forward, back of the end zone, and there he is again.
Denver, I mean, it's not that we're not appreciative of being 500 after 10 weeks, but man, you know.
What a finish, and what heartbreak for the Broncos.
Every fan of both teams, we still have plenty to be excited about, but Week 10 can go football itself, right? Atlanta Falcons offense hoping to shake off last week's so-so showing, 17 points, 5 for 14 on third down.
Oh, let's see.
Kirk Cousins put up 306 yards but no touchdowns, and he threw a pick. His passer rating a lukewarm 75. For the record, he's posted a sub-90 rating in each loss this season, and for the record, AI never says for the record, by the way. Not yet.
Cousins, tight window, picked off!
Denver's defense, not like taking on Quintana and O'Brien, not pushovers, holding teams under 17 points in 3 of their last 4. Just ask KC's offense, which only managed 1 TD against them.
Throws it away as it was being corkscrewed into the grass.
Broncos secondary, Kirk Cousins has a tough hand in front of him. He's going to be dealt a lot of 2s, and in the upside-down world, that's not good. Denver's pass defense held Patrick Mahomes to a low 90s rate in their last game. 2024 numbers holding QBs to a sub-90 rate.
Dancing, throws, incomplete.
Legit stuff. Does Surtain have KDOT skills? Drake woke up in Week 10, kind of like the way he did on LA radio. It was like he never existed, and then bam, he's back. London, 97 yards, 8 catches. His first game over 35 yards in his last 3.
Over the middle, a strike, and it's Drake London.
Darnell Mooney, 96 yards in Week 10, his 3rd straight game, topping 85.
Darnell Mooney, he's really been the one that's pieced it all together.
Beware of Ray McLeod. He's sneaky. His number made me think he was a running back once. The Cheers crowd gets it. Kyle Pitts has been Mr. Consistent, posting 55-plus yards in 5 of his last 6 games.
Kyle Pitts wanted it more and took it away.
Orange Crush is like, bro, our pass rush already. Denver brought Mahomes down 4 times last week, and it sits second in the league with 35 sacks in 2024. Their line, Beatles-like sap-happy Marauders, 4 guys with 5-plus bags on the season. Their blitz rate is high because they always rush 5.
Wow, they are all over Mahomes.
Falcons allowed 3 sacks on 38 pass attempts last week. It's been a trend with 2-plus sacks given up in 5 of their last 6 games.
Cousins pressured and drilled.
Atlanta's line at opening holes last week, Primo, Bijan, 5.8 a run, 116 yards. Robinson, 5.8 a carry.
Speeds down the sideline to the end zone.
Plus, Tyler popped off. Algier, 59 yards, 5.4 per run.
And Tyler Algiers into the Saints secondary.
Denver dealt with Kareem Hunt last week, held him to 2.5 a carry.
On that line, a lot of strength up front for Denver.
So how about the other side of the coin? Denver's offense only mustered 14 points last week.
Look out! Down he goes!
Sure, on the road versus a top-tier defense, but hey, Atlanta's defense has found its groove lately, not Stella's. Didn't win last week, but only 20 points allowed, keeping opponents under 22 points in back-to-back games.
I think it's the defender in his face. The ball's just a little behind him.
They held New Orleans to 5 for 13 on third down, 1 for 3 in the red zone. They are below average for the year on both fronts, though, and Atlanta's secondary doesn't come in hot. Let Derek Carr throw for a 125-plus rating, 2 touchdowns last week, no picks.
Saints doing what they did after the first Falcons score. That is answering quickly.
Wide receivers have enjoyed a 102.8 passer rating against Atlanta this year. Made A-Rod doubt himself. Gave up 2 touchdowns and 109 yards to MVS Week 10.
In just his 2nd game as a Saint, they look like they've been doing this forever.
Denver's Cortland Sutton snagged 70 yards and a TD in their last outing. He's their number 1.
He's got his receiver touchdown! The All-Pro, Cortland Sutton.
Devon Veal, if you're into raw steak, 39 yards receiving, a TD last week.
Touchdown, Veal, his first as a pro.
Atlanta's pass rush, dirty like Pigpen. 0 sacks on 25 pass attempts in Week 10. Falcons never ask for bags when they shop. They're last in the NFL in sacks.
There's really just no explanation.
What to make of Denver's rush attack? Nix has been the most consistent factor for 2024. That says a lot. They turned to Audric Estime at running back last week. Another Denver guy substitute teacher Garvey would drool over. 53 rushing yards versus KC.
Look at him fly out to the 40-yard line.
3.8 a runs, so not game-changing. Atlanta held Alvin Kamara to 3.2 a carry Week 10, better than average versus running backs on the year.
Little inside swim and just two big bodies at contact.
Broncos up 9-7 all-time. Their Super Bowl clash is too low-hanging. Let's go into a deep cut. They always have the best sound. 1979, Steve Bartkowski, 2 touchdowns for Atlanta, over 325 yards. Wallace Francis, over 135 yards receiving. Alfred Jenkins, he was a stud, kids, 129 yards. But Denver had the legendary Norris Weiss at quarterback. Didn't throw any TDs, but ran 2 in. Broncos 20-7 victors. You don't stop Norris Weiss. You can only hope to contain him.